Hey there, I just finished using this ear cleaner that the team over at KAUGIC sent over. I just used it for the first time, so let's take a look at everything it offers, the components and how it works. We're gonna see me use it, and then I'll tell you about the one thing I wasn't very impressed with. With this kit, you are going to get the ear irrigation cleaner, you're going to get the manual for it, a charging cord, 3 cleaning tips, a quick start guide, some cotton swabs, an ear bulb, and this thermometer sticker to make sure that the water is at the proper temperature. So here's a closer look at the device itself. For setting it up, I simply took the thermometer sticker and placed it over here on the side. This shows the proper temperature range, and one thing to note, these degrees are in Celsius. There are 2 tanks to this. You have the clean water side as well as the wastewater side. So the tube houses down in here. The water comes up through here, comes through the tube. It will come out here where the tip goes, and then the wastewater will go down through here back into this side. To put the tip on, it simply sets right over that and fits in there nice and firm. It is a nice soft tip. There are 2 buttons on the machine, the power button here as well as the button for adjusting which style of cleaning to be done. There's soft, normal, pulse, and strong. When charging, the power button will remain red, and once it's at a full charge, it will turn over to green. All right, so I gave it a quick test run just to make sure I was using it properly. Now I'm going to show it with you guys, so we're going to really get in there and see how it does. So to turn it on, I held the power button down for about 2 seconds to turn it on. Then it's going to turn on and it's going to flash on the softest setting. At that point, the button can be used to change the setting to a different setting, or if the power button is hit again, it will start. So let's put this to my ear. I'm going to start on the softest setting, and we'll go from there, and we'll take a look at that wastewater tank and see if anything comes out. Okay, so let's talk about that. So using it was not uncomfortable. I definitely recommend that soft setting at first to get accommodated to using the machine. The thing I also need to remember is to make sure I know where that button is so I can turn it off if there's any kind of discomfort. Because I've got this in one hand, I'm trying to figure out what to do. So the power button, when it's hit again, will turn it off. The wastewater draining down through here is really, really good. I barely had any dripping around here. I could see the water coming down in here. Like, that did really well, the water coming out as well as the water going in. Really like that about this. So real quick, I'm going to try it on the other settings to see how I like them. I am going to move it to the other side of me, so I've got that button handy in case I need to turn it off quickly. Just to show you the power of this, this is what it looks like coming out of the tip. I've got it set on the softest mode. And you can see there's 3 streams of water that come out from the tip itself. And there's the pulsing one. The other modes just come out faster and more vigorous if you're on a soft versus a strong mode. So I've got the machine off it, and here are both the tanks. We have the clean water tank over here. We have the wastewater tank over here, and it's very hard to see on camera. There are some small particles of things, but nothing really big, not a whole lot of any kind of buildup in there, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. It just means that I may not have any buildup in there needing to be cleaned. All right, so overall, I think this is a good product. It's a more efficient way for me to clean my ears. Definitely gets in there some and irrigates the ear and flushes some stuff out. Some things to note on this is that it is rechargeable, so I can put it wherever I need to in the bathroom or move it or whatever the case is there, so I like that about it. The next thing is I really like that there are multiple modes, so I can do whatever is most comfortable for me. There's plenty of tube length in it. The silicone is nice and soft, and I really like how the wastewater goes back down into here and into this other side, because I didn't feel like I had water going everywhere. I would recommend definitely learning those buttons and what they do before you even start using it, just to familiarize yourself with them. The one thing I didn't love on this is that temperature gauge thing here. I appreciate that it's been provided, but mine is not really coming on, so I found it easier to test the water just using my regular thermometer that I use for other things. So didn't love this, like the idea of it, but I just don't necessarily trust this one, and eventually I would think that this is going to wear down anyway. Overall, good product, easy to use. If you are looking for a way to irrigate your ears and hopefully keep them a little bit cleaner, then I hope this video helps you decide on if this is a good product for you.